Once when I was traveling, I pitched my tent and was setting up my fishing rod when I heard a strange noise. When it's hunting for food, you can hear the pycha coming from a long way off.
Local fishermen have grown up with stories about the legendary pycha, one of the world's largest freshwater fish. They're heading out to natural lagoons, the pycha's preferred habitat. In the dry season, it's an arduous journey. The trip leads along a shallow tributary of the Rio Ucayali in Peru, one of the Amazon's head streams.
I was 11 the first time I saw a river, and I thought it was the sea. The sheer expanse of these surroundings makes you realize the scale of nature. Being here makes me feel like a part of something bigger than myself. That's a feeling I only have when I'm here.
Here in the heart of the Immediate Conservation Area, there's a meeting of representatives from regional authorities, the local fishing industry, scientists, and environmentalists from the German Society for International Cooperation, or GIZ. They're developing strategies with the indigenous fishermen to save the pycha from extinction without a complete ban on fishing. Mutual trust is key.
This is an important issue for locals because they traditionally live from pycha fishing. But so far, it's all been very unofficial. They haven't had permits. Our goal is to make pycha fishing legal again, to make it completely above board. That way, locals can adhere to a fishing plan and fish sustainably.
Also known as the Arapaima, pycha stocks are dwindling. Conservationists are keen to establish by how much. Fish used to be in plentiful supply here, but fishing is now banned in the conservation zone. This is exactly what shouldn't happen. The fisherman was only showing off this catch, but in its struggle to escape, it suffered a heart attack. The 1 meter, 70 centimeter long predatory fish could have helped replenish stocks. At night, the fishermen count stocks by listening. After sunrise, they count them when they surface to breathe. These canoes have been on the water since 3 in the morning. Pycha feed on small fish, which thrive in brackish water that contains dissolved oxygen.
We hope that the water quality remains good. It mustn't get contaminated. If a gold mine started dumping wastewater, or if there was nearby deforestation, it would be a disaster. These are factors that would adversely affect the quality of the water, and that's something we all need to take responsibility for.
Massive deforestation is no longer the only environmental problem in the Amazon region, although it's a more visible one than overfishing. The fishermen know it takes time to land a good catch. They keep the markets well supplied, including with pycha. Its firm white flesh is considered a delicacy. Economic considerations need to be reconciled with conservation. The Peruvian state is investing in pycha farming and research. The more scientists know about the breed, the more likely it is that commercial cultivation will prove successful, and that wild pycha can also be protected. Pycha may not be fished between the breeding months of October and February, when the parents are taking care of their young. These children belong to the Shipibo indigenous people. They learn about conservation in school. Milagros Oblitas Quiros finds playful ways of passing on knowledge which their grandparents had, but which has almost disappeared.
The problem is that if locals start taking the biodiversity around them for granted again, then they won't bother protecting it. We want to show them the value of the nature that they have.
The Emiria Conservation Area could be the pycha's last hope. It could also be the only way for local fishermen to secure their livelihoods. According to the new plan, only indigenous fishermen will be legally allowed to fish pycha. But until that plan's in place, they have no choice but to let them slip through their nets.